What's up, guys? Today we're going to take a look at the Guardians of the Galaxy Wave Darkhawk figure from Hasbro. All right, let's take a quick look at packaging. We've got a standard Marvel Legends box with the window. We've got our figure and his Build-A-Figure piece on the inside. We've got a series name down at the bottom. We've got some artwork, which this guy shares spot with Vance Astro, so one side is Vance. We've got the two figures that take up this slot on the back with the whole wave down at the bottom. We've got Darkhawk on the other side. And that's it. Let's pull them out. All right, so let's take a look at the figure, and we're just going to go over the basics, the sculpt, paint, articulation, because he doesn't come with any accessories for the character itself outside of the Build-A-Figure piece, and we're not going to talk about that here. I will say that I'm going to try to be as objective as possible. I do have a lot of nostalgia for this character. I don't really know why, because he's not that great of a character. I've just always liked him. I liked his design, and he was one of the few characters that I really kept up with, specifically as a kid, outside of like X-Men. So this guy holds a special place for me for whatever reason. So we'll go ahead and just take a look at him here. Now, as far as articulation goes, he's pretty standard. There's not a whole lot really to talk about. It's very basic for a Marvel Legends figure, but there is one caveat that I've found. So head swivel's fine. Hinge looks up and down just fine. Pretty decent range of motion. The arms can go all the way up and out, rotate. These shoulder pads are hinged. They're rubbery plastic, but they do have a hinge, and they hinge at the shoulder, so they'll move with the arm as you position the character. The issue that I found is at the double jointed elbows. While he does have them, the arm's only going to go so far because of these the wings. He does have wrist rotation and a hinge. He's got the bicep swivel. We've got an ab crunch. He goes back just a little bit. He goes forward pretty decently, though. We do have a waist rotation as well, so that's pretty standard there. We've got legs that go out about that far. Pretty high forward kick, and then back just a little bit. We do have double jointed knees. We've got that thigh cut for rotation. We've got a shin swivel or a boot cut for rotation. We've got hinge at the ankle, goes forward just a bit, back pretty decently, and then a rocker. Now, as far as paint goes, there's not tons. He's covered mostly in this kind of metallic black blue color. We've got the silver accents all over, and they're pretty flat for the most part. Not a whole lot going on there. It's just silver. His belt is silver. There's nothing else on the character except for the silver on the mask, and then the red in the eyes, and then the red on the emblem on his chest. So while he doesn't have a ton in paint, this is how the character looks. So I'm not exactly upset about it. He looks pretty good. As far as sculpt goes, this is a pretty standard Marvel Legends type sculpt. I'm not really sure which body this is. If you know which one it is, let me know down below, please. I would appreciate that. The key things that he's got going for him, we've got the red diamond on the chest, which is sculpted pretty well. It does have the upper diamond that's etched into it. He's got his gauntlets, and then of course the wings are a big aspect of this character, and I like them. The only thing I don't really like, and I'm not sure how they could have pulled this off, is the fact that they're not removable. Obviously they could have made them removable, but then what are the chances that they would have stayed in there forever? So, you know, I could see them kind of falling out over time, which is obviously a negative. I would rather them be this way than falling out all the time. So I guess if this is the route we have to go, then it's pulled off pretty well. And they're all sculpted in this kind of warped manner because they aren't rigid wings in the sense of, you know, like metal wings that a character would have. These have some kind of life to them in the sense that they can flow a bit. So they look good. They're all kind of wavy. So if you get them and you think they're warped out of the package, they're not. That's how they're supposed to be. And then we've got his kind of claw gauntlet thing, which has sculpted lines in it, but there's no real paint there. The helmet is sculpted really nice. I like the look of it. So, I mean, everything about this character lends itself to the overall Darkhawk aesthetic. All right, so overall, I'm pretty pleased with this figure. He doesn't offer anything specifically groundbreaking as far as Marvel Legends go. He's not the best character in this wave. Obviously, that's going to go to Angela as far as I'm concerned. But this is a cool figure. I like the character, so, you know, I am biased in that regard, but I don't really have any issues here. For what they tried to do with the figure in terms of those wings, they worked out pretty well. The only thing I find really odd about this character, and maybe someone can correct me here, is that he's included in the kind of two-pack assortment with Vance Astro in terms of you know, that shared spot in the wave, and he's part of the Masters of the Mind. That's what they call him, and I have no idea what that means. Uh, I don't recall Darkhawk having any kind of mind powers. It's a suit of armor that has energy powers. So I don't know. Someone let me know if you know what that's supposed to be about. The only thing that I would have really preferred is an accessory of some kind. I don't know, a projectile, or that gem on his chest does shoot a blast. I don't know how they could have done that, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of getting legends that don't have anything when damn near every Marvel character has an accessory that they could come with. So it's not the end of the world. You know, it is what it is. But it just kind of bums me out every time I get a figure that doesn't have anything with it, especially when some characters get so much. So, you know, but overall, I like him. I think he's a good representation. It certainly looks like the character, so they nailed the look as far as I'm concerned. So that is going to do it, everyone. As always, stay tuned to Toy Bro for more reviews. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time.